Hello, Bonny Middle School. Welcome back to another school year, 2021-2022. Mr. Harris, middle school principal.
And Lowell Oyster, assistant principal.
And I have been told by no less than like a dozen sixth graders every week that I'm Mr. Oyster, and I have to keep correcting them. So, Mr. Harris, principal.
Oyster, assistant principal.
All right.
I've gotten a couple Mr. Harris's.
You have? Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
All right.
We're the same size and shape. That's all it is, really, right?
Yeah, and the shape is getting rounder and rounder.
Judge.
Yeah. All right. So again, we want to just welcome everybody back to another great school year. We are excited to have everybody back 5 days a week. 5 days a week, it does stink that we're still wearing masks, but you know what? It is way better wearing masks and being all here than trying to do a hybrid system or anything like that. It's nice to have structure and routine back. And based on some of the things we've seen from our students, Mr. Oyster, I would say it is really great. Our kids really need structure and routine, something that they've been lacking for a year and a half now.
Yep, and kids are more than willing to wear the masks. We're happy about it. A lot of reminders just to keep it up under the nose. Every time we've done it, the kids comply. It's been great. So, you know, we're very proud and happy of the safety inside the building.
Yeah. Kids have been very understanding, they're very supportive, and they want to be back 5 days a week from what I can tell as well. So we're happy to have them. So parents, you can expect to have a weekly email with what's happening around Bonny Middle School with the important dates and just a little paragraph of different things that are happening in our school that keep you knowing what's going on.
Along those same lines, you should be getting a weekly COVID update. We don't want to bombard you every single time that there's a case. They're going to happen, but it's overwhelming and kind of wears you out to see them all the time. So by the end of the week, you'll get an update of how many cases we've had and where we're at with that. But again, right now, it's been very, very low numbers.
Yeah, so COVID is in our school. We did reach outbreak status, but we have over 900 people in our school between students and staff and other contractors coming in and out. To get to outbreak status, it means we need to have 3 cases within 2 weeks, and so we've certainly hit 3 cases within 2 weeks. But we believe that we're mitigating those and managing those just fine. I will say our custodians are working extra hard, which is, unfortunately, they've been given some extra hard work to do, Mr. Oyster, this year because of?
Because of TikTok. And I'm sure you've seen it on the news, either locally and nationally. There was a trend of just trying to break things and steal things out of schools. We did go through a bit of a bump at the beginning where we ran out of extra soap dispensers. We had 8 ripped off the walls. We had 8 extras, and it stopped. So that's great, but we have an alternative to that we'd like to put out there, Mr. Harris.
And we've heard about this. It's also on TikTok now, and it's really cool. It's no longer devious licks. It's delicious sips. Delicious sips. And that means bringing something nice into our school custodians, because one of our custodians is already been retired once, and he's working on 20 years here in the district after his first retirement. And the fact that he's the one that needs to go put up 8 new soap dispensers means that he's putting in a lot of extra work, cleaning because of COVID, multiple lunches in different places around our building, and now he needs to also put up extra soap dispensers and fix other things that are missing and broken. So we are challenging our Bonny Eagle community to come together with some delicious sips and honor our custodial staff and crew, because those guys are amazing. They are keeping us safe, and they are keeping us in school 5 days a week. So please help us bring some delicious sips to our custodians, Mr. Day and Mrs. Sheehan. That would be super great, as well as our night crew. We'll divvy it up. We'll take care of it. But it would be awesome if we could fill their office with some delicious sips. One other thing that we want to just kind of put out there to parents is late buses.
Late buses, we are thrilled to have so many clubs and activities and sports after school.
It's really great to see. The fields are full of kids. They're laughing, they're playing, they're having a great time. The coaches are here, but late buses.
Yeah, we couldn't do any of that stuff last year, and now we can, and it's pretty awesome. So late buses are there so that you don't have to rush here at 4 o'clock out of work or out of your other obligations to pick up your children. Late buses are picking kids up. Same spot the buses are this year, out back. They do their best to get your children as close to home as they can, but with less bus drivers and less buses running in the afternoon. They consolidate stops. Their rule of thumb is that your child will never be dropped off more than 1 mile from home. So you can call the bus garage and see where that drop is, and you can wait for them there. They're welcome to walk home, obviously, but that's something that you can coordinate with your kids.
Yeah, and one thing that we kind of lost sight of is we haven't had late buses in 1.5 years either. So we kind of forgot that we need to get that message out there. Yep. So it's the way it's always worked in my 10 years here in the district. However, new families, new parents, new kids might not realize that. So finding out if your late bus is a different bus number, it might be a different driver, and it is a different, more than likely a different bus stop than what you're used to. So late buses are here Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. No late buses on Fridays. What else you got for us, Mr. Oyster?
Man, I don't know. I think, well, again, it's been a great start to the year. We're thrilled to have everybody back. It's been awesome.
It has been great, and it's been a lot of work. We're tired every day, but it's super great. The COVID protocols, I sent that out. Maybe I'll send that out in another email just so you guys can see the flow chart we have to use. It is super confusing. That's why we have jobs. Our school nurse, Mrs. Jordan, has a job, and we're trying to work through all of those. Every case is unique, but we're minimizing our quarantines this year, which is also great.
I was going to say, the moral of that story is 90% of our calls now are not to say your kids have to stay home. It's just to let you know that they were close contact and they're welcome to come back with their mask on.
So thank you, everybody, and let's make it a great year. High five, Mr. Oyster.